Hello friends, welcome back to your practice. Today we have an upper body focused flow. Now it is a flow, so there will be some lower body moves in there, but my teaching focus is going to be on the upper body, specifically the movements of the shoulders. So the only props you need are a yoga strap, or you can use a hand towel. If sitting on the floor is not comfortable, you can't sit upright, then you can always use a yoga block or even just a pillow can be helpful. We're going to start seated. Find a comfortable cross-legged position, or you can sit with your shins tucked under you. My ankle is a little unhappy with that position today, so I'm going to sit like this. Have your strap nearby, so we're going to use it in a moment. But for now, sit up tall. Take a big breath in and a breath out. You can do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Not a whole lot of movement through your shoulders up and down here as you breathe in. Breathe out. It's a 360-degree expansion. Breathe in. Feel your ribs on the sides and the back. And exhale from the deepest part of your abdominals. Push the air out of your lungs. On your next breath in, stretch your arms up overhead. And you'll take your right hand to the floor. Stretch your left arm up and over. Allow your head and your neck to be comfortable. So if looking down or looking up feels better, go for that. And then inhale, you come back to center, get tall on both sides. Exhale, bend up and over to your left. Just working some length into the sides of your waist, your lats, up into your armpits. Inhale, back to center. A couple more on each side. Exhale. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bend. When you come back to center, try to get taller each time. Exhale, up and over to your left. Inhale, come back to center. Now you're going to take a twist. Take your left hand to your right thigh or your knee, your right hand to your sacrum. Depending on how long your arms are, you might put those fingertips on the floor. But we want basically shoulders to be level, not adding in any kind of side bend to this shape. And then inhale, come back to center, reach both arms up. Exhale, twist the other side. Tiny bit of help through the arms, but try not to crank on it. Inhale, come back up. So it doesn't have to be a deep twist. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. My hips aren't really moving. Inhale. Exhale. Last one to each side. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands come down to your heart. And again, make sure that strap is close by at the back edge of your mat. We're going to come onto all fours, hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. Hips are over your knees, shoulders are over your hands. Turn your fingers towards your knees. I'm going to start to wake up the wrists. You rock forward, rock back. And when you rock back, you can pause at the place where your wrists want to come up and work that stretch. You can also go a little further back and let your wrists come up and let the part of your palms come up. Whichever of those feels better in your forearms and your hands. There definitely shouldn't be any pinching in the creases of your wrists. This is a stretch for the palms of your hands, the insides of your wrists, and your forearms. Then turn your fingers back forward. Cat your spine, push the ground away and round. Cow, untuck your tail, squeeze your shoulder blades together and towards your hips, lift your chin. Push the ground away, cow pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Now you're going to find a strong tabletop position. Push the ground away so there's a hint of a cat in your upper back, a little protraction of your shoulders if you like those fancy words. But I'm not making it so much that my tail is tucked under. It's more or less a neutral spine. And then we're going to go into some scapular push-ups. So the difference here is my spine is not going to change position, change angles. It's simply going to be a squeezing of the shoulder blades together so my spine moves closer to the floor, and then push the floor away as you squeeze your thumbs towards each other to move it away from the earth. and then you squeeze together. So I'm trying not to let myself dip the ribs. I'm keeping that nice strong position, and then push the floor away. Now, if they move a little bit, I'm not going to be too strict there. But see if you can feel the difference between this movement of the shoulders and the movement of your cat and cow. And then from here, you might have to walk your hands forward depending on where you are on your mat. Straighten your right leg behind you with your toes on the ground, and then straighten your left leg back behind you. Come in a strong plank position. Now, you can always modify your plank and put your knees on the floor, but your knees will be way far behind your hips for a modified plank, so it's not the same as a tabletop. Push the ground away, low belly in. Try to keep those bottom ribs pulled up. They want to start to sag the longer you're here because there's nothing in the way to stop them, and gravity is always going to win. Strong through your legs. Imagine there was a wall at the back of your mat and push your heels into it. At the same time, the crown of your head is reaching forward. So it's like mountain pose. It's a strong staff pose. That's the translation for our Dandasana plank. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Ragdoll, forward fold. My feet are about hip width distance apart, maybe a little wider. Soft bend in the knees. Find a version where your upper body can hang heavy. You can shake it out. If it's available in your body, grab opposite elbows. A little sway side to side. Kind of mimics that side bend we did seated. You can get some length in the sides of your ribs. I actually feel it all the way into my hips. It's a very gentle stretch. And that's really all we're going for right here. We're still warming up. Grab hold of your strap or your hand towel. It should be there at the back of your mat. Bend your knees, tuck your tail, and roll up to standing. Take your time so you don't pass out on me. Grab hold of your strap or your towel with your hands a little wider than your shoulders. Now, when we're here, there's a temptation to make this a back bend, to take your arms further back. I'm not so worried about how far your arms go. I want you to keep those bottom ribs down. It feels like I'm trying to do a cat to maintain neutral in the ribs and arms overhead. So your arms might be slightly forward of your ears. That's totally okay. Strong through the lower belly. From here, we're going to do that same side bend, but you're going to bend your opposite knee. Both heels stay on the ground, but adding a little more stretch down into the legs. Come back to center and then switch. Bend to the left, so your right knee is going to be the one bending. Inhale back up. Exhale over to the right. I like to do things in threes. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Now you're going to bend your elbows like you were going to do a pull-up or a pull-down machine. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, and that strap or towel is going to come right to your shoulders. If there's a little lift in your chest here, that's okay. Just don't exaggerate it. Inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, pull down. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades together. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Now, I said I like to do things in threes, but we're going to do more. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze. Even think about your elbows drawing down towards your sacrum, your lower back. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And then exhale, lower your arms. You can set that towel aside. Bring your arms across your chest. We're going to add in a little twist here, but I don't want your arms to help you out too much. So twist to the right. And again, your left knee can bend and your left hip can go forward if that feels okay. Sometimes we're a little more strict, keeping the hips out of the equation. And we'll get to play with that later. Just twisting side to side. It doesn't have to be a big twist. Just waking everything up. We do less twisting in our general movement activities, so I'm always excited to throw these in. When you're even, inhale, stretch your arms up overhead, and exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, halfway, find a nice long neutral spine. Walk your hands to the top, downward facing dog. From here, step your right foot in between your hands, drop your back knee, inhale, sweep the arms up. And then when you exhale, wrap your arms across your chest. Give yourself a big bear hug. If this doesn't feel good, you can take that same hands onto your shoulders so you have a little more space. Take a breath in, low belly nice and strong. Squeeze your left glute. And as you exhale, I want you to twist to the right. Inhale, come back to center, sweep the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Maybe you do a back bend here. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, lower your hands to the earth. Step back, downward facing dog. And then step your left foot forward. Second side, back knee comes down, reach up. When you exhale, give yourself a bear hug or opposite hand, opposite shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out, twist to the left. Strong through the belly, strong through the glute of your back leg. Inhale, come back to center as you sweep up. Exhale, cactus the arms, maybe go back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, lower your hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. Then slow and controlled, exhale all the way down. Inhale as a cobra pose. Now exhale, you lift your hands, keep your chest lifted. Oh, try not to lose any height. Plant the palms, inhale for another cobra, or maybe you've got upward facing dog in your practice. Exhale, downward facing dog is where we meet. Take a breath in and a breath out. Step your right foot forward, drop the back knee, inhale to come up. Exhale, wrap the arms under. Take a breath in and a breath out to twist. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, cactus arms, lift you up, go back. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Down dog, straight into the other side. Left foot forward, drop the knee. Inhale. Exhale, arms across your chest. Breathe in, get tall. Breathe out, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cactus, go up, go back. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, hands up, chest stays high. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Oh, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step your right foot forward to a lunge. This time your back knee is going to stay strong and straight, if at all possible. Now, if you need to drop your knee, by all means, please do. Take your right arm to the sky. Breathe in. When you breathe out, sweep your right arm under and across and reach for your left heel, round your back like cat. You're obviously not going to make it all the way to that back foot, but you're working that belly strength as if you could. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. And then exhale, lower the hands, step back, down dog. Step your left foot forward, back leg lifted. Inhale, sweep the arm up. Exhale, reach under and across. Round your back like cat, stretch through your left arm. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Let it go. Send your right leg to the sky, bend your knee, stack your hips. Keep the ribs puffed up towards the ceiling so you're not defaulting into a back bend, especially if you are on the bendier end of the spectrum. Take one more inhale here. Now when you exhale, this right knee comes to your left armpit, twist under and across, but your shoulders are like plank, so shoulders over hands, and the twist comes from your center. Oh, three-legged dog, reach up. Step your right foot through, lunge. Right arm goes to the sky. We did this before. And then exhale, reach under and across. Inhale, sweep the right arm up. We're going to add on. Hands come down. Swivel all 10 toes to the left for a wide angle forward fold. Shorten your stance. Turn your toes out. Heels in. Sit your booty low. And then come up into a horse pose. So navel in, tailbone down. And to the best of my ability, I'm working a nice neutral spine. Take the arms wide, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then when you exhale, sweep the left arm under like eagle. So I'm going to turn to the side. You have a better view of this. Again, I'm working towards being upright. So I'm not sitting really low and sticking my butt out, arching the spine. I'm finding a place, a height, where I can be mostly neutral. And then breathe in. When you breathe out, round your back. Squeeze your chest. Open up the space between your shoulders. Pull your belly in. Now try to keep that connection to your lower core. As you inhale, come up and arch through your thoracic spine. It's not going to be huge. That's okay. And then exhale, round the back. Upright. Pause. Star pose. Straight arms, straight legs, reach up. And then exhale, triangle to the front of your mat. So your right foot turns forward. Right arm reaches forward. Strong, straight legs. Inhale, reverse triangle. Take the right arm up and back. And exhale, cartwheel down. From here, step your left foot forward. Stay low because we're going straight into a chair pose. I'm going to go hands at my heart today. You can also go cactus arms. You can take your arms overhead. Sit your booty back. Drive the weight into your heels. You're going to feel some quad, but you should also be feeling those glutes turned on. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. High to low plank. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg goes high. Bend your knee. Stack your hips. Take an inhale here. Ribs pull up on the exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right armpit twist under and across. Remember, not twisting through the shoulders, twisting through your spine. Inhale, three-legged dog. Step your left foot through to a lunge. Extend your left arm high. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach under and across. Inhale, take the left arm up. You've got that wide angle forward fold. But it's just a transition. Turn your toes out, your heels in. Sit your butt low. Come all the way up into that horse. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right arm under this time. Or the left, if you already did the right. Just make sure you're even. Breathe in. Breathe out. Round your spine. Low belly pulled in nice and tight. Think of the spine, the part of your spine between your shoulder blades is actually lifting towards the ceiling. Inhale, come up, lift your chest. Exhale, round into yourself. Inhale, come up. Exhale, pause. Inhale, star. Exhale, triangle pose prep. Strong, straight legs. Reverse your warrior, go up. And then exhale, cartwheel down into that lunge. Step your right foot forward, both knees bent. Inhale into your chair. Maybe you want a different arm position this time. And then exhale, stand up, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left foot back, right foot back, chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and a breath out. Shift forward to your high plank, lower all the way to the floor. And from here, you're going to take your arms behind your head with one hand on top of the other, not interlacing the fingers. Elbows are resting on the floor, heads relaxed on the floor. Now, lift your shoulders towards the sky. Lift your elbows to the sky. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now lift your hands. Straighten the arms. Try to keep your shoulders high as you can. Turn your palms to face each other. Rebend your elbows. Try to hover your hands up behind your head and then set everything down soft. We're going to do that one more time and add on. Lift the shoulders, lift the elbows, then lift the hands. So your armpits are lifting towards the ceiling, and I am shaking already. Stretch the arms overhead, turn the palms to face each other. Sweep your arms down by your hips, turn your palms to face each other. And then palms towards the ceiling. Set your arms down soft beside you. Relax everything down. Now from here, lift your shoulders. Head's relaxed. Ribs are in, core is on. Little squeeze of the glutes, but not clenching. Shoulders are lifted. Now lift your hands. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Lift them higher off the floor. Bend your elbows. Hover your hands at your sacrum. And then gently rest your hands, rest your elbows, relax. Lift the shoulders, lift the elbows, lift the hands. Woo! Try to keep those shoulders as high as you can. Straighten your arms. Palms are facing the ceiling now. But you're going to sweep them all the way overhead and let your thumbs face the ceiling. Bend the elbows. Hands rest behind your head, set down soft. These are swimmer hovers. Lift the shoulders, lift the elbows, lift the hands. Sweep overhead, palms face each other. Sweep down until your palms face the ceiling. Bend the elbows. Try not to touch your sacrum until you're ready to set down soft. And relax here for a moment. All right, we're not going in reverse. This is a little bit different. It starts the same though. Squeeze your shoulders, squeeze your elbows, but leave your hands on your sacrum. Draw your low belly in, make your legs strong. We're taking this into a locust variation. So your hands can push down onto your sacrum to help you squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back more. And then curl up. It's not going to be very high with your feet staying on the ground. That's totally okay. Little push of your hands into your sacrum. Chest is wide open. Try not to crank on your neck. But lift your chest a little higher. And then straighten the arms behind you. Turn your thumbs down. Squeeze. Reach for your ankles. And then slowly relax. Rest your arms by your sides. Bend the knees, windshield wiper the feet side to side. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Very nice. All right. Feet come down. Hands underneath your shoulders. Push back to a child's pose. Take a breath in right here. And a breath out. That breath in should feel like a stretch for those muscles that were just working your back bend. Right? Your back body is expanding. Your side ribs are expanding. Come forward. Take a couple rounds of cat-cow. You're going to lay down on your back. Let's set up for a bridge pose. So lay all the way down. Adjust your ponytail if you need to. Core is turned on. Drive through your heels. Squeeze the glutes as you lift your hips. And then push your upper arms down to lift your chin, or your chest to your chin rather. Walk your arms underneath you. Now you can use this hand towel if interlacing your fingers feels a little too tight. Sometimes giving yourself a little extra space can create so much freedom and still be a really challenging pose. I'm pushing my arms down into the floor so I feel my upper back, lats, triceps, those muscles that do shoulder extension, and lift the chest. Glutes are working, lower abs are working, a little tuck of the tail. And then slowly come down. You take a breath in and a breath out. If you want to windshield wiper the knees a little bit side to side, that feels nice. Like I said, not a whole lot of lower body, but we did do some flow. So give them a little extra love here. All right, you got another round of bridge pose. If wheel is in your practice, that's where we're going to go. Now, personally, I don't like a tight stance here where you reach down and can graze your ankles, especially if your quads are tighter. That can be a little actually constrictive when you come up into the shape. So your knees are bent and feet are on the floor, but find a stance that actually allows you to get into the pose, right? Even if it's not quote unquote correct. Hands are going to come by your shoulders, fingers pointing towards your feet. From here, I'm going to push onto the crown of my head. Pause. I might have to adjust the hands. Suck the armpits back and then push up. Low belly in, glutes are working, whichever version of a back bend you're in. Oh, massive stretch for the abs. And press your chest past your arms or in that general direction. And then slow, come down. Windshield wiper your feet side to side. Ooh, I don't know if I've done a wheel in months. Really a lot of back bending in general. Oh, so one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Let yourself come back down to earth. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms away from you, stretch your arms overhead, and really reach up towards the sky so that your shoulders actually come up, but ribs go down. It feels a little bit like a cat pose, but not because I'm doing a big abdominal crunch. Take the arms towards the back of your space, keeping the ribs down. Your arms might not touch the ground. That's totally okay. I want you to be honest and keep those ribs down. So no back bend. You just did a couple. So make this feel different. And then one more breath in. When you breathe out, hug your knees into your chest. Keep your right knee where it is. Extend your left leg out long. Take this into a twist. Cross your knee over to the left. Right arm goes out to the right. You can also play with the direction of this top arm, as that will affect what is getting a stretch on the right side of your chest. You can also do a cactus arm. Some days I like that. Straighten your top leg so that it comes over your bottom leg, and then naturally that'll rock you back to center. Hug your left knee into your chest. I find that to be so much nicer on my lower back. And then twist. Cross your knee to the right. And you don't have to use quite as much effort getting back to center, since we are on the downhill portion. Top leg is going to meet your bottom leg. Roll back to center. Stretch your arms overhead. Take a big breath in and a breath out. One more like that. Breathe in. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Flutter your lips. Whoa. I had a lot of tension in my face, so we'll do that again. Set yourself up to rest. That can be Shavasana corpse pose. If that's not comfortable, by all means, do something else so that you can truly rest. You're more than welcome to remain in your rest. If you're ready to transition, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, roll out your ankles and your wrists. And then bend your knees, plant your feet. Roll to your sides. You can use your hands to help lift you up. Head's nice and heavy. Maybe your eyes are closed. When you get to a comfortable seat, stretch your arms up overhead. Take a breath in. Breathe out, hands come down to your heart. Inhale, lift your heart up into your hands. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Bow your chin to your chest. Rest your hands on your thighs. And lift your chin, open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.